one rather strong kind of energy is thought. Our ideas start to become the words we utter and the actions we perform. Those words and deeds start to form the habits that define us completely. That sum total generates our particular frequency, which is broadcast out into the universe in waves of great force, and hence helps us to match the reality we experience. Given the strength of thought, we should be conscious of what and how we view the world. Humans have the ability to regulate their mind and ideas, which influence our words, emotions, and actions by intentionally choosing positive beliefs and being mindful of our thoughts. We can shape our reality in line with our true desires. This awareness allows us to break free from limiting patterns and create a fulfilling and abundant life. By harnessing the power of our minds, we can manifest our greatest dreams and aspirations. As everyone can generate their own ideas of what they wish to be, do, or have. And once sufficient of these ideas are ingrained, they start to alter our state of consciousness, our words, our emotions, our behavior, all of which define us. Once more, all of these factors lead to the decent and quality of our life. One can easily consider what the physical senses show or perceive. Considering what one wants is also simple, since the emotions generated by the thought usually help a person to momentarily align with that thing. But considering what is desired is already a reality, something that isn't quite as simple as it seems, since it isn't physically observable. The brain will usually reject that what is wanted is real, since it depends on sensory perception for validation and lacks evidence of such. And this is the one thing keeping someone from showing what their actual desire from life is. But first, the brain will search for it, since it can believe that what is desired is actual. It must thus get the validation and won't stop looking until this occurs. Though on their own plane or dimension, thoughts are real objects. They are as real as either you or I. Real desires, visualizations, plans, daydreams, inspirations, and worries are all valid and should not be discounted based on appearances. The brain continues to search for validation of these desires, believing they are real. Thoughts exist as real objects on their own plane, just like any physical entity. truth is determined by the authenticity and persistence of one's inner desires. And if thought through, it is a factual matter. They resemble a pebble dropped into water. They turn into our convictions. Our beliefs are a thorough part of us, since they occupy our body at a cellular level. Repeating something to ourselves helps us to incorporate more into our life. As something is repeated to us by others, we start to believe it. Our circumstances confirm our beliefs. Our beliefs cause our circumstances. Your brain will search for means to give real validity to something that makes more sense to it. From your personal experience, the brain's basic survival instinct is pattern searching. This covers such things as danger signals and situations and facial recognition. Using the senses to find these things helps to arrange the daily interaction puzzle pieces. Our brains are designed to fill any void in our life with a range of objects that might either be negative or positive. Its task is to cover the vacant area that has developed. The mind searches for commonalities in events to instinctively help to arrange them. This helps us in many spheres of our life, including productivity and the capacity to interact with others successfully. Still, it may create differences that are not in our favor. Thus, the conscious creator must act in corrections. When we are focusing on things we dislike, the mind will hunt for more of those objects to assist the associated emotional states. This helps it to validate the sensation with knowledge consistent with those emotions. This can lead to the overanalyzing and dwelling effect gone wild upon a negative event. However, this can be very beneficial since your mind is meant to fill any voids pertaining to feeling states or the language your subconscious mind speaks. Your world is filtered through your given parameters. Simply said, those limits have to be expanded. If you are looking for something fresh, imagine what would happen if you grew up thinking that maintaining your family would need $1 million annual income. If as a society we were taught that this was a normal and average figure, merely to keep a middle-class house, your brain's creative resources would reflect a different set of ideas than they most likely do now. It would look for means to close the $1 million difference. given the knowledge they possess to survive and thrive. Many would most definitely be able to bring this about. Should they not, their family would not have the fundamental requirements needed for survival. And as a species anchored in survival strategies, the brain would seek to rapidly correct this very fast. Not only is it doable, most would achieve it year after year. There wouldn't be a mindset of it simply cannot be done. Their point of view would be one in which one can achieve simplicity. This is so because everyone around them is able to pull it off. The mind would thus actively seek for means to solve that puzzle, and would thus be quite capable of doing. Therefore, could fresh information from your conscious awareness and unbridled desires cause your brain to seal in a gap it was not aware of before? Yes. Visualization is first on the list of ways to use this ability of the brain to your advantage. Sensory experience injected into our mental movies causes the brain to fill in an intentional void you create. Stated differently, creating a new void from your brain's point of view is one of a wish you clearly see coming to pass, that your brain will find means to realize. It has to cover the void. Use this easy technique to start waking your mind to produce the things you most wish for in life. By doing this, you feed your brain the knowledge it needs to start searching for means of expressing a new reality of your choosing. First of all, precisely define your manifestation. What really is it you are looking for? Are you indeed looking for a particular career? Alternatively, is it that you seek security and financial freedom? Make sure you are really yearning this thing. The mind runs on this kind of energetic fuel for creativity. Write down in great detail and go all the way to the end result. Usually, a feeling you are trying to achieve. Choose a future date when you wish to have this thing. 2 years is a quite reasonable aim, usually. The mind won't reject the reality that, given that amount of time, something you want could reasonably be yours. Note this date alongside your description. You might even decide to pen something like this. On February 25th, 2020, my filling in the blank for your manifestation will be. Third, Now picture yourself already owning this, and you are just waiting for the release day. You do not wish you were going to obtain. You own something here. You have been given this gift with a clear delivery date. All you are waiting for is the exciting day it will arrive. Consider this often. Get ready, since every day moves you closer to it. Spend about 30 minutes every day visually seeing it in great detail using all of your senses. Make a mental movie where you are at last at the date you have selected and are getting this thing you want. Visualize the excitement and joy of finally receiving what you've been waiting for. Feeling accomplishment and satisfaction. Immerse yourself in this moment of fulfillment, knowing it's just around the corner. Stay positive and focused. As the day of release is fast approaching, reflect on your life and celebrate the fruits of your anticipation, as you'll soon be able to enjoy the fruits of your anticipation. Fourth, protect your daily thoughts and words. If you're thinking or speaking as if this thing is not something you're going to have when the date arrives, you will be counteracting any intentional work that you are doing. Fifth, decide to only focus on positive ideas and avoid all negativities where your manifestation is concerned. If this seems unbelievable to others, or if you believe others should be realistic, store it to yourself. Explore more books on your creative capacity. View more movies featuring those who can readily manifest. And listen to more audio or meditations that help your brain believe that you can have what you want. Sixth, find someone who has achieved what you want and study them intently. Discover their habits, words, and associates. Once you see someone else who is just like you, accomplishing your goal, everything changes. The story of Roger Bannister, who was the first to run a mile in under 4 minutes, demonstrates the power of belief in overcoming resistance. By studying successful individuals and internalizing their habits and mindset, one can shift their own beliefs and manifest their desires more easily. This power is evident in the fact that seeing someone who is similar to you accomplishing goals makes them seem more attainable and real. By studying successful individuals, one can also improve their own mindset and achieve their goals. He set an intentional goal to be the first man to run a mile in under 4 minutes. And he did it before his accomplishment. There was a belief that this was physically impossible to do, that the heart couldn't take it if a person ran that fast. Within 46 days of Mr. Bannister's accomplishment, another runner beat his time. And over the next few years, many more people broke the 4-minute mark. When Mr. Bannister proved that it was possible to run a mile in under 4 minutes, suddenly many other people were able to do it, whereas no one was able to do it before that. The text emphasizes the importance of believing in the possibility of achieving success. It suggests that by providing the right information and emotional energy to the mind, individuals can overcome obstacles and achieve seemingly impossible goals. By setting a new standard and proving that success is possible, individuals can inspire others to follow in their footsteps. The power of the mind is remarkable. And when combined with unwavering faith, incredible things can be accomplished. The text encourages individuals to embrace the mindset that anything is possible and watch as barriers begin to crumble. The power of the mind is powerful and will work to bring dreams to fruition.